Joomla installs with a bunch of default modules that are ready to use, so let's take a quick tour of these so you can get a sense of what they do and how they work. If you open the Module Manager using the main menu, Extensions Module Manager, and then click on the New button here, you can get a list of all the available modules that you currently have installed on your system. Let's go through these in order. I have some examples of some of these so you can see them in action. First, we have the Archived Articles. This module shows a list of calendar months containing archived articles. After you've changed the status of an article to archived, this list will be automatically generated. So I have an example of an Archived Articles module. Let's go ahead and publish that. Go to our front end. Here's a site with no modules published at all. And then we'll publish each module in turn so you can see it in action. Here's the Archived Articles module. I have archived articles for January, December, and November. Clicking on one of these links will just display all the archived articles for that month. Next, we have Articles Newsflash module. The Article Newsflash module will display a fixed number of articles from a specific category or set of categories. My example here will show articles from all categories. So here you have an example of the Newsflash module with all of my lesson articles showing here on the left, as well as my Getting Started article. This is showing articles from all categories on my site. Next, we have the Article Related Articles module. This displays other articles that are related to the one currently being viewed. These relations are established by meta keywords that you use for each article. All the keywords of the current article are searched against all the keywords of all the other published articles to find these matches. So you can see here for the Getting Started article, I have some keywords that are the same as the related article. So the related article is showing here in this module. You'll add your meta keywords to set up your related articles in the Publishing tab of the article editor. So here for my Getting Started article, click on the Publishing tab, and here are my meta keywords. In this case, this article has a meta keyword Joomla, and the related article also has a meta keyword Joomla. Next, we have the Articles Categories module. This module displays a list of categories from one parent category. This particular example is showing categories from the parent category Learn Joomla. Let's publish this and have a look. So you can see here this module is displaying a list of categories from one parent category. I have a category called Lessons under Learn Joomla and another one called Quizzes. If we click on the Lessons category, it'll display all the articles in that subcategory. In this case, Lessons 1 through 3 in the Lessons subcategory. Next, we have the Articles Category module. This is a little bit different. This module displays all the articles from one or more specific categories. So here, this module is displaying all the articles from not just one parent category, but from one or more specified categories, in this case, the lesson category. Next is the Banners module. The Banner module is used to display banners from the Banners component. In this case, it's from the category Ads, from my Banner category. We can look at the Banner component up here in the Components menu. Here I have two banners, Banner 1, Banner 2. I also have two categories. The Banner module will only show banners from a single category. And here's an example of a banner in the Banner module displaying in the banner position of this template right below the menu. Next we have Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs are page elements that are also links. They show the location of the current page in relation to other site pages and provide handy links to any other label in the breadcrumb. This module displays a breadcrumb navigation label element in any module position that supports them. Now this one is a little bit hard for me to demonstrate because my site is too simple. So what I've done is I've captured a screen from the Joomla extensions directory, which has a great example of a breadcrumb because their directory site is much more complicated than this site. You can see here that this is the breadcrumb, tells you you're in the newsletter section of the marketing section, and you can access that from the home page. So this tells you where you are, but it also is a handy link. I can link to the marketing section just by clicking on that marketing label, or I can go all the way back home by clicking on home. If we turn on my breadcrumb, you can see that my site is quite a bit less complicated, so it doesn't really show very well. Let's go ahead and unpublish my example and publish my official breadcrumb from this site. And you can see here it is. I am here at home, and I don't have any other sections, so it's pretty boring. Next is one of my favorite modules and one that I use all the time, the custom HTML module. This is a perfect tool for adding small blocks of text, images, and other content to specific locations on your pages. The header image in your current template is actually in a custom module, so we can see that right here. This is a custom module in the top position of the default template. After the custom HTML module is the feed display module. As you can read here, this module allows a displaying of a syndicated feed. Then we have the footer module. You can see the footer module on my example site down here at the very bottom. This module shows the Joomla copyright information and any other information you want to display at the bottom of your pages. Then we have the language switcher. This module displays a list of available content languages as defined and published in the Language Manager Content tab. This is useful for switching between your languages. Then we have the latest news module. This shows a list of the most recently published and current articles. Some that are shown may have expired even though they are the most recent. Here's an example of the latest news module in action on my sample website. Over here to the right are my latest articles that I've created. The Getting Started article, the Related article, Lesson 1, 2, and Lesson 3 articles. Next is the latest users module. This displays a list of the latest users to log on to your website. And here's an example of the module over in the right position. Latest users to log on were admin, user 1, and user 2. Next is the login module. This displays a by now familiar login form with username, password fields, and other links. Then we have the menu module. You've used this one already. This module is used to display your site menus. Here we have our main menu in a module. It's in the main menu module position in the Protostar template. After the menu module, we have the most read content module. This module shows a list of the currently published articles which have the highest number of page views. That's followed by popular tags. This displays tags used on the site in a list or in a cloud layout. Then we have random image. This module displays a random image from a chosen image directory. Here you can see the random image module to the left. It's displaying all the images from a particular category in my media manager. I have more than one image in that category. So every time I refresh the page, it shows a different random image from that category. Next we have the two search modules, Search and Smart Search. The Search module displays a search box as we've seen earlier. The Smart Search module provides search using the Smart Search component, which provides search term analysis and other additional features. I've placed both of these modules in the 0 position of the template so you can see them side by side and how they look a little bit different. Sandwiched between the two search modules is the Similar Tags module. This displays links to other items with similar tags. Next is the Statistics module. This shows information about your server installation together with statistics on website users, number of articles in your database, the number of web links you provide, and more. I have an example here on my Joomla test site showing the OS system, the PHP version, the MySQL version, the time, caching, users, articles, and so on. And finally, we have the Web Links module, which displays a list of web links in a category. The Who's Online module. This displays the number of guests and registered users that are currently on the website. And then one of my favorites also is the Wrapper module. This module shows an iframe window to a specified location. What this lets you do is actually embed other HTML websites into your Joomla articles or pages. So there you have an introduction to the many default modules that are installed with your Joomla software that are now ready for you to use. Let's move on to the next video and add some new content to your site using one of these, the custom HTML module.